Like a patient trying to lie. All right, let's go ahead and do all that stuff. Yeah, get rid of that, brother. Get the files. All right, we copied down the thing, the git. Go to GitHub. Got the template. Got the yeah. Okay, got that. Yep. And then run this command here. Oh yeah, brother. So that did something. Now I went and got the templated repo. Okay. And I want this up here. And this will make it easier to keep up to date with changes from the original Canvas repository. Open the repository in your favorite editor. I don't know about favorite, but we're going to go with it because I'm not paying for Golang. You will now have a very basic Go project structure with a few config files. Make it a little bigger, bro. All right, and then okay, so got a make file dot phony cover start test dash integration cover go tool cover start. That looks familiar. Just started the build process. Go run cmd server. Okay. Go mod the package JSON of Go 118. 118, dude. Fuck is this? Editor config. I'm not gonna mess with that. Then we got a server folder, a server, and a server.test. Okay, package server. Everything for our server. $. Handlers, and then main.go. Here we go. Package main, the entry point for the app. Reads and config sets up logging, error handling, handles signals from the OS, and starts and stops the server. Okay. Now what? Project structure. Everyone has different preferences for project structure, and there is no right way to do it. That said, in Canvas, we follow some conventions that work quite well. Config files, the go mod, go sum, the make file, and more are in the root folder. Okay, we saw this. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, try running make start. You try running make start. Make start. Haha, get a little nerd face. Okay. To run your test and see coverage, run make test cover. Make test cover. Get an app. What? Get an app. Why is it doing that? VS Code remote link. Your PC does not have. Go tool cover. Oh, because I'm producing this file. Why is it? Oh, whatever. Oh, the dot OUT. Whatever. Main go. So what does that do? Go test cover profile equal cover.out short. We don't need to worry about now. Test. Sounds boring. All right, that's what we need to know for now. Next, we write some code. Okay. Create a server. In this module, you will learn the life of an HTTP server, what a MUX is, the importance of default timeouts. We'll start by building the server. Be responsible for setting up HTTP routes to the appropriate handlers, starting up listening for HTTP requests, configure some default timeouts for requests, and stopping itself gracefully. Alright, result remote server. You can see the finished result in your project by checking out. See the diff. Oh, I see. Okay. So the server struct, open up the file server.server go. Let's do that. Server.server go. All right. Package server. And you're in my way there, guy. Okay. So package server $. Ah, good old imports. Never gets old. So we're importing context package, errors, font, net, HTTP, strconv. I don't get, why do you have to put them in fucking quotes? Like, why does that gotta be a thing? Especially within a scoped area, that's annoying, but okay. Okay, so those are standard library ones, and then apparently there is github.com, chai. Okay, that's a thing, and then we need to establish some types now. Type server struct. Okay. Tell me, brother, what is? Oh, it's not installed. I think I turned it off because it was so fucking annoying. Yeah, it's just up your ass. I remember now. I did uninstall it. Okay, never mind. I would, whatever, I'm not going to use it. Struct address. I'll just hit up Claude if I need something, brother. I don't know what it is about Copilot. I just don't like its style. It just doesn't. I think it's just the interface. It just doesn't work well for me. I don't like all this shit popping up. Autocomplete is cool, but fucking ghost text, and I can't tell what's being suggested or if it's like already there. Is it an annotation? Fuck. Okay. Address string. So these are just properties. Little KV action. Properties inside this struct. G router. And then server. HTTP server. I think what I would like to do is ask Claude to break down this Golang for me, because I don't necessarily know Go all that well. Fucking don't give me that shit. Okay, well, ask, because I need a verbose response. I got all the AI buddies on deck, baby. Give me break down the syntax of this Golang for me. Okay, so that's obvious. Type server. Server is our type, and it's a struct. So I guess that a struct is a type in Go. Is that what they're saying? This declares a new data type named server, which is a struct, short for structure in Go. Okay, it is a type. A struct is a composite type that groups multiple fields into a single type. Okay, word up, brother. Useful for encapsulating data and related behaviors. So, okay. So okay. So it's like kind of like a class, maybe. Like, can you have methods with it and functions too? Funk Joe. Can't do that. Can I do whatever? I won't do it. Resist. Learn from the greats. All right. String mux chai router. Mux is another field in the server. Its type is. Oh, so these are. Oh, duh. Okay. So property and its type. A property and its type. Property and its type. Got you, brother. Okay. That makes more sense than what I was thinking. Of type Chai router, which is part of the Chai library, a lightweight idiomatic HTTP router in Go. Mux here likely acts as a multiplexer for routing HTTP requests to different handlers. Okay. Server asterisk HTTP server. Server is a pointer to an HTTP server. Server and its type. Oh, that's what the asterisk means, yeah? It's a pointer. I kind of like that. You can't mistake it for anything else, really. Server is a pointer to HTTP server instance representing an HTTP server in Go. HTTP server pointer to HTTP server allows efficient referencing and modifying of server settings without duplicating the struct. I think because it's a pointer, I guess. Maybe doesn't say. Give me a brief explanation of what a mux is. Is an HTTP request router, directs incoming traffic to specific handlers based on patterns. Oh, okay. It's like when you do the whole this route and blah 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 this URL kind of a thing. Chai router. HTTP server. Okay. All right, now we need another type. Options. Struct. We'll have host, which will be a string, and port. Okay, these make sense. So, okay, building a web app, gotta know the host, gotta know the port. Those are the server options. Straight up, brother. Now let's write a function. Func new. God damn it. Func new ops. That's the name of the argument, and it's of type options. And then we are server. Oh, the type. So, okay, that's okay. So you can. Okay, let me finish. Okay, hold on. That's pretty cool. Can you do that anywhere? Can you just write a whole thing in one file? That'd be sick. Okay, so what do we want to do with this? We need the address. Net join host port to the net package. We want to pass options, needs the host, and then stir conv itoa. Itoa is it's a method on string conversion. Itoa is equivalent to format integer in 64. Oh. Wait, what? Oh wait, can't you? I want to know, how do you how do you? I think you can do it from directly. Is it go doc? strconf. Just fucking any help, brother. Goddamn. What do you mean topic? For more information about that topic. Go, packages. An import path can also name a package to be downloaded from a remote server and go help import path. It's not necessarily what I need to know. Directory. God damn it. I thought there was a way to do that. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Yeah. Oh, I love that thing. Okay, now how do I call GoDocs from the command line? That's what I thought. It didn't fucking show it. GoDoc package. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, well. GoDoc strconf itoa. Oh, that's literally what. Oh, so it's just showing me the same thing as VS Code. Okay. Well, then I do want to ask. Please explain the use case for. I keep hearing about this. It has something to do with like a shitty replacement for enums is my takeaway, but I don't know that that's factual, so let's just ask. For strconf, itoa, and what? Well, we'll just stick with that for now. Brakata brakaba. Well, what is this? It's a function in Go string conversion package that converts an integer to its string representation. It's commonly used when you need to concatenate or format numbers as strings. To concatenate or format numbers as strings. Okay, well there you go. Especially for output or when working with APIs that expect string data. Okay. Sending data in JSON or APIs. Okay, so I guess that's why it's here. And then formatting data for output. Takes an int and returns its string representation. Oh, I was getting these confused. That's what I saw. A toy. Why do you gotta do this stuff? If you need to convert a string back to an integer, you would use string convert a toy, which is the reverse of itoa. Oh, so integer to ASCII. Oh, that's what it stands for, doesn't it? And then ASCII to integer. Hot dog. Okay. Well then, which is the reverse of itoa. But we're using itoa because we want to go integer to a string, right? Integer to string, or integer to ASCII. That makes way more sense now that I know what the hell it means. Okay, that's fine for now. Okay, so we need the address, and we need it formatted as a string, hence what we got going on here. And we are converting the options. Oh, the port. Okay. And then our multiplexer, our traffic handler for multiple requests. New mux. Oops. New mux. Oh, don't I have to? I think go mod tidy. Is that? Oh no, they're squiggly because I just haven't used them yet, I guess. Yeah, okay. Okay, so our multiplexer, then we make that call from this Chi-Chi library. New mux. I want to turn, I just want to turn on Copilot to explain, but I don't want it to put a bunch of shit in the... Okay, good. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Does new mux generate a new process? Bed or... See, for this, I don't mind it. But trying to chat with it in the window, but this is very handy, so I won't hate. I am a paying customer though, so I can bitch about it. Okay, no. Oh, no. Okay, no. New mux does not generate a new process or thread. Simply creates and initializes a new instance of the mux struct. Like in memory? Here's a breakdown of what happens. Create a new mux. Okay, so I guess that's beyond my understanding, but I guess a node is something that happens within a single process. It's not concurrency. How about that? This line initializes a new mux struct with a tree and a pool. The tree is a pointer to a new node struct, and the pool is a new instance of sync pool. Set the new function for the pool mux pool new function some interface return new route context. Okay, so an instance, I suppose each instance has a sync pool, because maybe you have multiple interacting at the same time with the same route, so we can reuse it. I don't know, maybe. But it's equal to a function. I think this is what I saw people, and this does look weird, like I'm not used to seeing. Yeah, this is weird. I want to know more about this. What is this doing? Okay, but first this line sets a new function, sync pool, okay, return the mux instance. Finally, the function returns the initialized mux instance. The sync pool is used for pulling objects to reduce the overhead of allocating and deallocating memory frequently. Okay, so almost there, but it does not create new threads or process. It's a concurrency safe way to manage a pool of reusable objects. Interesting. Okay. Explain the below. No, hold on. I won't do that. This Go code. Why is the interface why is the interface ahead of the function body? It's declaring an anonymous function that returns an interface. Oh, is that the type declaration? Where new route context returns a specific type compatible with interface. So is this code the equivalent of Swift function written like this, but without the function func name? I don't know what to call it. And then arguments. How does single arrow, I think, interface. Although I don't think Swift, I just never saw the brackets in a return type, but I don't know. It's kind of throwing me. Return something. Okay. Why don't, okay, so they just don't. They just don't have like a symbol there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Huh. Just willy-nilly, huh, brother? Just throwing it out there wide open. Okay. So I guess it's more like not this context, but just context in general. Like, what am I trying to say? It's context sensitive. Like if you would just have to know, like on the right hand side, you see a function call followed by an interface like that, you would just know because it's Go that it's a lambda function or an anonymous function. I don't know that those are interchangeable. And this is the type. Is it? Is that always? Yeah, see, look how that looks real nice. This is better too. I hate the fat arrow. I don't know. It just looks stupid. It's extra. In Go, the syntax differs slightly. Yeah. Is that okay? I guess it is always the case. So func in Go is like func interface in Swift. Go uses to denote empty interface that can represent any type. What? Any? It's not the main difference is it's actually typed. Swift enforces that you pick a type explicitly, while Go is allowing for the TypeScript equivalent of any type. I'm shocked. So I mean, I'm no like safety stan, but that's surprising to me. I didn't know that. I thought you had to nominate your type. I'm just surprised, that's all. Okay. So, I mean, I guess that's good in the flexibility sense. So while you don't have safety built in, meaning there is no workaround. So like in Swift or Rust, you couldn't do that. But here you can. And maybe that's not so bad. He said, doubtfully. Okay. No, not really. I mean, I don't know. I know people go on about that, but more or less I'm just surprised, but we'll see. Obviously people write pretty robust programs in Go, so I honestly don't think that's that much of a big deal, at least for me, because that would be a single dev project. But I could see how that could be fucking annoying if you're working with multiple people on the same project and they're throwing around empty interfaces. I could see how that could be annoying, but for one one dev project, I don't think it's a big deal. Just because you always have that context, but yeah. So sucks for you guys, but I don't think it's a big deal for me. So we'll keep going. Return. Here's another. Return ampersand server. What that mean? Ampersand. No, that's not the. It's return. No, that's right. Yeah. Server. What is the meaning of the in go? It's used to get the memory address of a variable or create a pointer to a value of that type. Here's what happens. Server. Oh, so you create this variable, assign it to a type server interface. Creates a variable server, type server by value, which means that the variable server holds actual data, not a reference. Server pointer. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. So that's okay. So by default, like if you didn't know any better, like I wouldn't have known that. So if you're just writing the code and you just know very basic Go, then by default you're creating clones or you're creating new data with each one. But if you wanted to have a singleton, you could do this. Is that server pointer holds the memory address where the server is stored using. So if I wanted to create a singleton, I could use this. Straight up, brother. That's cool. Okay, yeah. Cool. I kind of like that. That's cool. So I like this. Like it reminds me of OCaml because like when you had to like if you're adding a float, like two floats together, each one had its own operation. So you couldn't just add them together with a plus sign. There was like a plus sign if you're adding whole numbers, or like plus dot if it was a float, and like plus. There was multiple versions for like the kind of data type, which I liked that a lot. To me, that's very readable, and it's worth being a bit esoteric because if you understand it and it's standard, I wouldn't like it if it was like a DSL or like a library necessarily, but if it's standard to the language, I like that. I just think it simplifies things whenever you're reading through somebody else's code, but that's just a cosmetic thing if you're working alone. But even still, I like that. But now my question is, what is... Okay, cool, brother. But... what is the meaning of this then? Yeah. This being the asterisk. Where's HTTP? Inside of a struct. Okay, so that is a pointer. We use that struct means a field holds a reference to an instance. But we want to return. So how do they interact? Pointer reference means the field is a pointer to the HTTP server rather than an instance of it. This way my server can store a reference to an existing HTTP server instead of Okay, that's what I thought the other one was doing, but this is modifiability. Since server is a pointer, modifying server within my server will directly affect the original HTTP server, right? For example, if you initialize my server like this, HTTP server with the ampersand, initialize a new server, my server, store a pointer to it. What? But you just told me, hold on. Such and server is the address operator. It's used to get the memory address of a variable or create a pointer to a value of that type. It's used to get the memory address of a variable or create a pointer to that type. God damn it. Okay, so what is the relationship between and the address operator when placed before a variable gives the memory address? Okay, so I just gotta remember that. Gives the memory address. Essentially creating a pointer to it. Example, pertur. And X creates a pointer that stores, creates a pointer PTR that stores the memory of, okay. Well, I mean, that could be called anything. It doesn't really matter. But the fact is you're creating or what you're storing is a pointer. Creates a pointer that stores the memory address. So not cloning the data, just creating an instance of a pointer to some data. The asterisk, this is the dereference operator. When placed before a pointer, it gives the value stored at the memory address. When placed before a pointer, it gives the value stored at the memory address the pointer is pointing to. ¿Qué pasa? What? This is the when placed, it gives the value stored at the memory address. Oh, so it's the caller. You gotta, okay. I think. It gives the value stored at the memory address the pointer is pointing to. I think it's throwing me because we wrote this before, but this would be, oh shit, what'd I do? BN. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. My finger positioning's off. Okay, gives the value stored at the memory address the pointer's pointing to. Oh, that makes sense because server, it's calling server and we're creating that down there. And that is to, so really this comes first. Okay. Yeah, because server would be, oh, no, that's in the, I don't fucking know. Let's just keep going. I don't know anything yet. Accessing or dereferencing the pointer with asterisk. Use asterisk to get the value stored at the pointer's address. If you change the value of PTR, it will also change the value of the original variable. Oh. Okay, there we go. That's, yeah. Thanks, ChatGPT. So we assign X value of 10. And then create a pointer. And we store in the variable PTR, we store the value, no, the memory address of X. So wherever 10 is, that is what's going to be in PTR, but not 10 itself, but the address of X. Yeah, I should say of X, not necessarily of 10. 10 is the value in X, but PTR would hold the address, memory address of X. Okay, that makes sense. And then, you know, let me just save this whole, let me just save this whole example here. Control, how do I, that doesn't work. Oh, there we go. So declare X, now it puts it in there. Dereference pointer to update X. So if you say asterisk PTR 20, I've now, oh, but if I didn't do that, I would just get X, or yeah, the memory address of X. If I didn't have the asterisk format, print line X prints 20 because I updated it. Okay, this allows you to both reference and manipulate values through their memory address. That's pretty, that's, I feel like that's awesome, but could get messy, which is fine. Messy's good. No. I mean, I guess anybody, like literally anybody that uses JavaScript or Python, or anybody not using like Swift or Rust or F# or OK, like anybody above that line, it's not like it's any safer up there. So I don't know. That's pretty cool to me. All right. So then, okay. So then this would be here because we want to change, or because we would be creating a new instance, so we would want to dereference because we would be updating it. Okay. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, okay, so that makes better sense. So now we're saying we func new options, we pass in the options. It should return a server, and we're dereferencing because we are updating the values in here. But what is, it's using its own type here? HTTP server? We'll keep going. It'll flesh out. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, now where were we? What else do we need? Gives memory address. So now, oh, I forgot my bracket. Will it let me? Oops. That's fine. I'll just leave it. Okay. So we need a few things in the server. Obviously the address. Our multiplexer. Here's our address obtainer. Address obtainer. ADDR for the address. We need a handler. Oops. Read timeout. Timed out second. That's cool. Read header timeout. Same thing. We need that. Yeah, there's right timeout. And an idle. Really? The one thing I've been typing, it's not there. Second. Okay. And a comma so this guy didn't complain. Bands maker, damn. Ah, shit. Brother, come on. Maybe don't fucking jump. I can't, never mind. One more again. Okay. Seems like it doesn't mind that, but I still want. Explain how and are being used by breaking down the Go code below. Okay, so this returns a pointer to the newly created server instance. It allocates memory for the server struct. This allows the new function to, wait. And then returns the memory address of that instance. Here. Okay. This allows the new function to return a pointer which the caller can use to directly modify the struct fields or pass by reference. So we return the address But fuck me, man. My brain is like gonna pop. Oh, so we return it in this. It's still inside the body here. So I guess there's some implicit return here. I think that's maybe it's what's throwing me. Really? Let me ask. Creates a new instance and its memory address. So is there an implicit return that results, well, so you should say from func okay. Implicit return of the pointer when using ampersand with a struct literal, like in new. Here's what's happening in detail. Return. This line constructs a server struct and immediately takes its address with the ampersand thing. And immediately takes the address. Okay. And immediately takes its address with the ampersand operator. The new function's return type, asterisk server, is a pointer to a server. So this and server, as I call it, expression matches the expected return type. Okay, so that helps. So they don't need to be, they're not necessarily matching at all. They would be, I guess, two sides of the same coin. Implicit details struct, initialization. The code inside the body initializes the fields of the server struct. Makes sense. Okay, so all this here. Address of operator, taking the address of this newly constructed server. Struct results in a pointer to a server. It all just clicked for me, my man. Return of pointer. By returning ampersand server, the new function implicitly returns a pointer to the newly created server instance, avoiding the need for a temporary variable. Straight up, brother. So I suppose then, okay, so this is not, this could be named anything. Jank. Oh, okay, I thought that was the keyword, like to create a new. Okay, yellow is keyword. Okay, I'm a dummy. That was really throwing me off. Okay, so it's arbitrary. So this is just normal function. Okay, shit. All right. So a function called new, you pass it options of type options. So we can pass it string and int to represent the host and the port. Our return type is a pointer to the struct server. And so the address is equal to whatever comes from this conversion. We create a new mux using the lib. So we'll just let it do its thing, whatever, new instance. And from that, we return the address of the server that was created And then using this little trick here, we get the pointer back because this implicitly creates, or what creates the server instance and then gives us the memory address. And so we can just point to it. Okay. So let me ask you that. This is like, it's for ergonomics. This is, so while there's no explicit return of the struct instance itself, this is effectively handled by and server. Yeah, okay. Which provides the pointer directly. This pattern is common in Go for factory functions, allowing you to create and return a pointer to a new struct instance in a single line. I see. Okay. So one more thing and we'll move on. Hey, show me what this would look like to write imperative without any syntax sugar. So we still have, we pass that in, we still want the return type to be a pointer to the server. We would create, oh, okay, so that's what it's letting us circumvent. We just don't have to do the, that's what they're saying. Okay, they did say that. So SRV would be of type server to hold that value, set the fields explicitly, server address, and the mux. You slice son of a bitch. Okay. Var serve.server. Serve.server? Or little server. Serve. Serve server? Serve.server is what, bitch? I mean, how do you assign the HP server pointer to the server field in server, but there is no server field. Why you do me like this? Don't see a... Oh, okay, yeah, I overlooked. Yeah, okay, brother, come on. Tighten it up. Okay, now that makes sense now. Okay, that's what I thought they meant. I just like, they need to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Fucking got one job. All right, so... All right, that makes sense. I get it. Well enough. I'm not perfectly, but... Hey, check out this app. It's fucking amazing is what it is. It's like, instead of taking notes, I figured, what if I could find something that just saved everything that I copied? Bye-yow. And I did, and it was only $30 for a lifetime license. Isn't that crazy? Check this out. That's what I just copied. It just saves the HTML. I mean, it's not perfect, but can you imagine? And if you look at this, it's this app, it's called, go support these people because this is God's work. Seriously. This has freed me from so much crap. I don't have to worry about notes anymore. This is amazing. So it stores everything locally, no bullshit service. It's your data, it's local. You can pick where it's stored, and it stores everything inside a SQLite database. And if you want automatic backups, like the tool itself has avenues to do your own backups, like manually, but you can also just put the database like in your Dropbox sync or OneDrive or iCloud, wherever. And then you just have automatic backups. It's fucking amazing, and it's fast, brother. It's fast. Like, it never stalls. You can do images, like it stores fucking everything. And the best part about it, you can export it, you can manage your data, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you can come in and create custom highlighting you can tag them, do all that normal stuff. But you really don't need to, because check this out. It's storing for you the, you know, timestamp. You have the title, the source. So you can sort by source, which is already a huge. But not only that, they give you, well, you can also favorite them. So if you want to call on certain ones, so that's cool. They give you the source URL. That's fucking huge. That's amazing. And even more amazing, the window title. Like, you really don't need any more context than that to get back to get to the point, you know, because normally when I think of notes or something that I save, now I can just, all I really need to remember is what was I doing, because that would be in the title, or what app was I in, or what website. Like, those are things I can definitely remember. Maybe not the title of a document, even though you still get that. But yeah, this is amazing. Clip Cache Pro. It is Windows only, to my knowledge, but still, brother, I mean, come on. And there is, I'll get back to it, but let me just show you real quick. There's also a web option for, like, if you have a Mac or whatever. There's this extension called Clipboard History Pro. It's kind of the same thing. It's not, I don't know what just happened, but it does the same thing, but it's only, like, the cool thing about this is it syncs, and there's an iOS app and an Android app. So if you wanted to sync everything that you copy in the browser, like, this one isn't tracking everything, just everything at the operating system level. This one only would apply to while you're in the browser, but that's still pretty good coverage. But anyway, yeah, this one is called Clipboard History Pro. There is a free version, but the pro version is only $2 a month. And this one stores your data locally as well. It just caches it in the browser storage, which is on your disk somewhere. So it's encrypted, and if you want to sync it across instances, you can. But yeah, check them out too. But yeah, this, I'm telling you, storage is cheap now. So, like, these technologies have been a godsend for me. Now I don't really have to worry about fucking around with a million node apps. I can just make sure to copy everything. And then if I need to build, you know, a formal document for work or whatever, for a client or for information or for research or whatever, I can just go back through and then from my copies, you know, build out a document. It's a really nice way to work. So just FYI, brother, just play it. All right, so now let's get back to it. Now we got the idle timeout. So we did the first function here. All right, let's go through the code. In Go, it's often nice to be able to create structs directly, like s equal s. So that's the quick assignment and server. Yeah, so we saw that in server. I honestly hate this, but whatever, it's fine. And my understanding is, like, you can't do that outside of that only works in a function, right? I can't do that just willy-nilly at the top level. Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta do, I can do const, or I can't do that at all. Var? Yeah, you can't do it at all. Okay. Equal 3. I guess. And in Go, it's often nice to be able to create structures directly like this with that shorthand syntax, which is what's being used here. This makes sense when the struct can then be used directly with good default values, but sometimes we want to have more complex construction going on, and that is the case here. We're using a popular pattern to create a type using a constructor function. The function is new, which is here. Let me make it a little bigger. Here, new, aquí, estoy. Which takes some options as the only parameter, so that our only parameter here. OPTS is the argument. Options is the type of the argument. And there's our type. Okay. New turns the host and port pair into an address the server understands in the form of host and port. So it's doing... Oh, okay. So it would create a thing. The same format we would use whenever you connect, you know, in the address bar in a browser. That makes sense. And creates an HTTP server using that address and the MUX. Okay, straight up, bro. Which is what this does. Okay, join host port. It's very literal. Okay. Join host port combines host and port into a network address of the form host port. If host contains a colon as found in literal IPv6 addresses, then join host port returns host port with brackets. Well, nobody uses IPv6, meaning me, so don't worry about that. Wait, what's a MUX? MUX is short for multiplexer. The MUX is what receives an HTTP request, looks at where it should go, and directs it to the code that should give a response. Okay, I like that. I like that explanation. I changed my keys. God damn it. But I'm going to stick with it. Where'd it go? MUX. BK. 111. Yeah, so MUX is short for multiplexer. Okay. Page down, page down. I don't know if, oh yeah, you can. I'll say, I don't know if you can put comments at the very top, but looks like you can. Oops. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should put them all up there. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. So there's the function. Okay, so what's next? So we're using the popular chai. Go Chi. Go Chi. Chai, a lightweight, idiomatic, composable router for building Go HTTP services. Robust, no external dependencies. Oh, really? Well, good. Oh, so this is straight Go, is it? I want to look. Where's all the code? Path value. What's in here? I'm just curious. I'm always curious how, like, the pros put their files together. Wow, look at that. God damn, that's a big old stinking honker. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know. I kind of like it so far. We'll see. Okay, so because we're importing an external library, you'll have to go get it as well before the code compiles. Run this in your project directory to get the chai version 5. I did that. Yeah, I jumped ahead a little bit. Okay. Can I upgrade? I thought I had okay. do you get the motherfucking version? Go dash version. Oh my god. HR. How do I get my Go version? Oh, no flag. Man, come on, brother. Oh, so I am using 1.23, but the project is not. I'm not gonna fuck with it, but okay, that's fine. Because we're importing child version 5. Okay, now let's talk about the HTTP server. From the standard library has timeouts for reading different parts of the HTTP request and for writing the response. If it takes longer than this, the request is aborted. So longer than our 5 seconds that we nominated here. Okay. Easy enough. By default, no timeouts are set when dealing with network requests on the internet. It is generally always a good idea to set timeouts, and this is no exception. In that way, we can avoid slow clients or malicious bots taking up server resources. Okay, so that's a good little nugget. What do the timeouts do? Let's run godoc to find out. Godoc HTTP server. So is this still the same? Where did it go? Yeah, okay, so type server struct optionally specifies the TCP address for the server to listen on in the form host port if empty. HTTP port 80, the default is used. The service names are defined in RFC 633.5 and assigned by IANA. Who is IANA? See net.dial for details. We're not going to go that low level. Handler to invoke http.default serve mux if nil. Okay. Oh, for this case right above. Okay. Disable generation options handler if true passes options pointer. Or I don't know if that means pointer in that context. Just out by itself on an island. Passes options all requests to the handler. Otherwise responds with 200 OK and content length 0. Disable general options handler bool. So true or false. Whether or not we want to disable. TLS config optionally provides a TLS config. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we'll get there. We can get there eventually. Okay, I like to set them all explicitly because some of them take the values. Oh, so we don't necessarily have to, but we'll just pretend that we do because I agree. All right, the life of a server. The server, actually, I gotta... BRB gotta pee. Trigger inline chat about that. Come on, brother. A little privacy. Oh, shoot. Okay, be right back. All right. I guess maybe I should push this up to GitHub. And then all you nerds can follow along if you want. Where you at? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Then let me make it. This is my GitHub. Nico SQL. And the repo will be called Trigo. It's not public yet. Let me do that. Hold on. But yeah, in the end, the idea is that we'll end up with a deployed app on AWS using this cool library. We haven't even talked about it yet. We just started, so don't worry. But like everything about building this app will be done episodically. I might finish today. That would be cool. It shouldn't take that long, but in the end, we'll be serving up a Go app written in pure Go using this library called Components. So it's like it's server-side rendering, but you're writing all of the markup in pure Go functions. It's sick. So I saw it on YouTube just randomly. It's already 1.0, which is amazing. Some awesome dude named Marcus came from the React world. He's been working on it for like a couple years. And it just so happens I'm in the throes of writing a website for my company, and I realized how much I really hate, because I've normally written apps and backend services, but never like a ton of content stuff. And I'm like, fuck me, I really hate markup. I never had to contend with it really. It was always through the lens of like components and libraries, and anyway, that's what spurned all of this. But yeah, so GitHub. But in the end, you'll have a way to write markup using pure Go, which is super sick. So yeah, you can search components, and there's some libraries. It's like a community thing. He's trying to get all the Go people to start contributing to it. So I did contribute some, and we'll do some more. But I also wanted to build out an app using it, because it just, if you think about it, you could combine it with like Pocket Base, and then you have literally pure Go, front end, back end, single binary. That's a dream, brother. We'll try a few different languages on this channel, but like most of all, I just want something that is just like that kind of ergonomic. Like that is very convenient. That's amazing. Everything in one app. How do I make it? I've never done this before. Oh, duh. Chaka chaka chat. Private. You will. Okay. Code security. Fucking GitHub, dude. Why are you fucking with me? This 2FA bullshit. No one gives a shit about some busted ass code. Just leave it open. I don't understand why it has to. And the passkey shit never works on the Mac. Private. Oh, here we go. There we go. Public. fuck do you change? Allow rebase, auto merge, archive, transfer. Oh, duh. Change. There it is right there. God dang. Okay. So it should be there now. And oh, I can set it as a template. I'll just do that. Yeah, so you can just make a template from it. That works, right? And then is there like a allow forks? Do I need to do that? Well, whatever. It should work. You can at least make a template of it. Okay. Honey. Now let's get started again. Let's add some code to the new function, below the new function. All right. Below the new function. Okay, so here. Package server contains everything for setting up and running the... Oh, okay, we saw that already. Okay, so now func. Wait, what are we doing? Start the server by setting up routes. Try setting up a function for setting up routes and listening for HTTP requests. Okay. Routes and listening for HTTP request on the given address. Okay. Oh, it's all stretched out like that. Okay, func. You know what really pisses me off? When languages do this shit. Fun for function. It's so fucking stupid. This is fine. This is okay. This is fucking stupid. And I hate that. I don't know why. It just really pisses me off. Which is a shame because I really like Kotlin. And honestly, I'm going to try Kotlin after this anyway. But I saw that. And I was like, oh, brother. It looks, you know what? Are we allowed to say retarded now? Server start. Okay, so a function. Wait, but this one has no name. This is what throws me about Go. You can just do anything in the function line. Like, can we just name the function? Func s server, so the argument is s. And we know now that the type is server, and it'll be a pointer to an instance of type server. Start. So, see, this is different from last time because now, or I think it is. Like this, before I was wondering why we had a type up here, but ended up just being that Go doesn't require, you know, the type annotation thing or the return arrow like Swift or other languages, JavaScript, but that's the curly squirrely brackets. This is now like another function. I guess maybe this is an anonymous function. I don't know. We will ask. All right, so but then start and then error. I don't know. I don't know what any of this stuff is because because Go is just so unique. Routes. Setup routes. S.setup routes. I don't know what start means yet. We want to format. Oops. Format. Println. Starting on. Oh, so this will be feedback in the command line. Starting on this address. Print line formats using default formats for its operands. Spaces are always added. A new line is appended. Okay. Sure. If error, oh shit, here it is. If error equal nil. Doesn't look that bad. S server. Listen and serve. That's what I'll be telling people. Listen and serve. Listen server. Listen and serve. So if error. Oh, so okay, yeah. So if error, if this is true, and then error. What is that? How do I write that? Nil. And errors is errors is error HTTP HTTP error server close. Is reports whether any error in errors that's wonky tree matches target. Is reports whether any error in errors tree matches target. Okay. The tree consists of error itself, followed by the errors obtained by repeatedly calling its unwrap error or unwrap array of error method. Or is that a slice? The same thing? I don't know. When error wraps multiple errors, is examines error followed by a depth first traversal of its children. Alright, you lost me, brother. Let's just trial by fire. Okay, then open up the body, bust it wide open, and we want to return formatted error. Error starting server. Oh, string that's how go to string interpolation. Old school, brother. That's some old school stuff. Okay, then return. What is this, SQL? All right, return nil. I have so many questions. Okay. First of all, I don't like how it says it's GPT. It sure doesn't seem like it. I just seem to get very wonked out shit. So I'm gonna go back to my pal here. Old Faithful. Since Claude is like down due to traffic or whatever the fuck. Can you explain the below. Oops. Go code specific. Starting with the presence of this start in the function's signature. What is that? What is this function's name? Oh, I know. Well, no, wait. I know what. God damn it. Show me the Swift equivalent of the below Go code. That's easier. I'll turn that shit off. That's so annoying. Stop fucking popping up. Trying to see how I can turn that off real quick. Manage extension. Yeah. No. God damn it, whatever. It's fine. In Swift, the equivalent code for starting a server with structured error handling and logging might look something like, okay, the import final class, which just means final. What is final? Oh, it's a way to make a class without allowing inheritance. So no, yeah, other classes could not inherit this class, which is cool. I like that. Man, good old Swift. Remember those days? Yeah, if you want to know Swift, by the way, we went through a whole 800-page book on this same channel. So that whole thing is episodic too. But yeah, it's a lot of content. But yeah, if you want to watch it, it's there. Swift is cool, but brother, Swift has 235 keywords. Do you know that? Go has 25. So yeah. Okay, so but this makes sense. So we have two private variables, meaning they can only be accessed within this class, and an initializer, application, and address, and then you set up the routes. Okay, yep. And this would be a method on class server. So server.start throws do try to start it. Oh, it's using the Vapor is Swift's Next.js basically. It's like the only viable, but it's really good. These tend to be better when languages only have one option because everyone's stuff just goes there. You know what I mean? I mean, there are other ones, but it's like it's the main one. Server error, let error. Since Go uses HTTP server directly, the Swift equivalent here uses Vapor. Swift uses do catch for error handling. Okay. Yeah, but then, okay, I should ask the other question in the first place. But in Go's But in the Go code, why, or explain the function signature. I'm not used to seeing. Yeah, like you look at the Swift function. Oh, it used a class. Yeah, it didn't do that. Oh, because Go doesn't have classes. So I guess it does. I'm not used to seeing. Func. And then it opens the, yeah, and then the function body. That's odd. It must be, that must be an anonymous function. What is start? And what is the name of the function? In the Go code, start is the name of the function. What? And the function signature is written in a way that associates it with a specific type server. The type is ahead of the function name. Here's a breakdown. Func declares the function. Sure, makes sense. S pointer to server type is the receiver part of the function. Oh, it means that start is a method on the server type. What? S is the receiver variable, like self in other languages. Server specifies that S is a pointer to the server instance. This allows start to modify the server instance if needed. Right, okay, I got that part, that's fine. Start is a method name, is the method name. Here, start is the function name. God, dude, I don't like that at all. Why the fuck? What? I don't know. That looks fucking weird to me. In Go, methods with their receiver allow functions to be associated with a specific type. This makes start a method of server. From where? In here? Connection state, error log, base context. Move. Server defines for running. Func. A server defines parameters for running HTTP. The 0 value for server is a valid config. I thought I knew like the general way that Go did things, but I guess, I mean, this is a standard library, so I guess that's just how they do it. That's how they, is this how you add a method? I'm still royally confused. I don't understand. And go methods with the receiver. Why does it look like that? I guess that's what I'm asking. Could you? Okay, how about this? Is there an... Is this normal for C family languages? Or is this a Go specific thing? Oh, it is a specific Go thing. Well, hopefully it stays there, because I don't fucking want this becoming... Yeah. That's really strange. The receiver syntax is specific to Go and is not common in other C family languages. How it differs: Go uses receiver syntax. Hold on, I gotta make sure my... Oh no, I'm not missing anything. Okay, user receiver syntax as server directly in the function declaration, allowing methods to be defined outside the struct itself. Oh, so it is. So you are defining methods there. Oh, what? Like an extension? Swift has allowing methods to be defined outside the struct. Unlike most C family languages, this approach is central to Go's design, emphasizing simplicity without a traditional class-based OOP model. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I'm no fan of OOP. I don't want to use inheritance or anything like that, but I still don't. Why would you do that still? Other C family languages, C++, Java, Swift, typically use classes or structs with methods defined inside them. Why Go's got your guts on the outside, brother, and this or self is implicitly used as the receiver. Yeah. In these languages, methods are directly parts of the class or struct definition. Yeah, without a separate receiver syntax. In summary, Go's receiver syntax is unique and part of its approach to lightweight type-associated methods without needing full class-based object orientation. So, what does that mean? What is it achieving, brother? Yeah. Whoa. What is the stated value add to doing it this way? All right, wait, what did it say? It's function allowing methods to be defined outside of the struct itself. I think I kind of get what it's trying to do. Are you saying this allows to for or rather a combo of a type declaration all wrapped in one? Okay, straight up, brother. Okay, I still don't like how that looks, but I guess that is... You know, maybe I should think about that more. Maybe I don't... That's a good thing? I don't know. So I guess that means you could, in theory, just write functions for everything. With Go syntax, the type and the structural. Since you're not constrained by classes, allow you to add methods to any type. To add methods to any type. even basic types like int or string, by defining a custom type based on them, it's a way of extending functionality. Oh, so that it, okay, so in Swift you would need to use the I forget how they like struct blah extends blah. To do this. Inheritance. That didn't really answer my question. That's not Swift has an extender things like if you later on want to, I mean it's pretty self-explanatory, extend what's already part of a struct or a class, you can just add the extends keyword and add functionality. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying. I would like for it to, you know, make me feel good and say, yeah, you're right. So let me ask you one more question. Trying to think of. Nah, what I really want to know is so does that mean you could only write functions in Go? You that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not mad at that. You could write an entire Go program using only functions without defining any structs or attaching methods to them. So func print greeting, func main print greeting, Alice Bob. It's possible solely rely on functions. Go struct method are helpful when organizing related data and functionality, particularly in larger programs. Yeah. I mean, come on. But the question is really in Go. I have two questions. Can you pass a function as an argument? You can. Okay. See, why this is what I wanted it to look like. Why so you can do that, okay. But if I write something like this, yeah, that's what I want to know. Okay, so if I do something like this, okay, but using the below decode code as an example, am I allowed to willy-nilly add methods to structs from multiple functions like the below? If so, how do you know all the associations? You can. What, dude? That's crazy. And I guess that's cool too, but I guess in general I'm just surprised it's a lot more open than I thought that it was. Again, I don't know that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I'm not the person to get up on a high horse, man. I fucking write Rust. Rust is cool and all, but I don't know. I just know there's a whole lot of shit written in Python and JavaScript, and no one's gonna make the argument that that's any better. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act all fucking snooty, brother. But it is surprising. So I guess it's more like we give you the tools, you decide how safe you want to be. And Rust is like, give me that shit, bitch. You will be safe. Kind of a thing. And I mean, frankly, at the application dev level, like with what I'm trying to do, this is actually probably a better fit. Although I'm not wild about just the way that it looks anyway, mainly because I learned Swift first, and Swift is like elegant and beautiful, but it's also very complex. A whole lot of shit going on. Alright, well, I beat the hell out of that dead horse, so let's just let's go back to it. Where was I? Okay, so we set up routes, print the line, return nil, close that mugger up. Okay, so now we want to add a function to stop the server gracefully within the timeout. Hiya. And oops, something. Aight. Now funk. So not adding anything new this time, but still, or no, wait, this is the receiver. It's not an argument. It's not an argument, it's a debate, brother. Stop. Actually, okay, I do have another question. So how do you know based off the below Go code, how is the developer supposed to know whether working with a function or a receiver? I don't know what the fuck you call that. It's receiver compose type function thing, since this is a Go specific thing. Specific? Yeah, thing. Is it just a matter of convention? clear by syntax. The receiver syntax in Go is specific to distinguish the function's purpose and scope. Here's how it works. Receiver syntax. Go methods that operate on a specific type, like server, will include a receiver in the function signature, such as... Yeah, but that's not... Man, I'm fucking crabby about it. This makes it clear that stop... No, it doesn't. Don't fucking tell me, brother. Makes it clear that stop is a method bound to the server type. So I guess the answer is you just got to know that. So I misworded it. Not convention. Well, it is convention. Go's convention. Syntax-driven convention. Go developers quickly recognize this pattern. Oh, do they, brother? Function with a receiver is always considered a method. Oh, okay. So that's y'all call it something different. A function with a receiver is always considered a method and therefore associated with the type indicated by a receiver. But there's this is unlike languages where syntactic differences might not be explicit. In Go, the presence or absence of the receiver is the only distinction you need to remember. There you go then. Okay. And also fuck that. I mean, it's stupid. I don't like that. All right, but here we are. All right, so okay. What else do I want to bitch about to ChatGPT? So, okay, honestly, just one more question. So, but otherwise, you can expect to see methods alongside. I guess I shouldn't want to offend them. That just alongside functions. Methods for type-specific behavior. Okay, so I guess in all seriousness, that's the distinction I should remember or consider it as. That's what my brain needs. So methods for type-specific behavior, functions for just general or helper behavior. Okay. Yeah. Visibility by convention. The first letter. In Go, the first letter of a function or method determines its visibility. Uppercase is exported, public. Lowercase, unexported, private. Oh. Well, okay. I guess that's not really a revelation just because it doesn't change. Yeah, that doesn't change anything really between the method and function declaration. The pattern of mixing method along visibility. Easy to read as it makes each function's role type. Don't tell me it's fucking easy to read. How do you... Can you search for a... I guess you can regex that. But still, come on. Otherwise, you could just search pub or whatever, private. Don't tell me it's fucking easy, brother. That's some Ken Burns type of shit. What? Streaming. Huh? What? Oh, okay. Give me a kiss. Ooh, it smells. Love you, babe. Go on, girl. What? Why? Let me too big.
Wow.
Okay, not going anywhere. Okay. All right, back, brother. My girl just had to do girl stuff. All the same stuff. Ham bobbin, ham bobbin. Man, I swear, I haven't been sick since I started eating apple every day. They weren't kidding around. It's not just saying. All right, anyway. Where were we? Oh, yeah, I was bitching about Go. Okay, so yeah, that's their argument. And that's just something we gotta know to write it. So, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, one more question, though, for real. So, how could I write said method without, said method as a normal function? You could pass the instance server struct in this case as an explicit parameter. Here's how it would look. Original method with the receiver ahead of the function name. So, what? It still just doesn't make sense to me, because even if we're looking at this, it's like, okay, that's the receiver, fine. But then here's your function. And then error, like that's the type it's going to return? That doesn't make sense to me. I understand it could return an error, but as... I don't fucking know, dude. Why do they have to do this? Converted to a regular function, func stop. That's way better. What? So then why do I need to even fuck around with this? What's the fucking difference? Why? Whatever. The man has a plan, we're gonna go with it. It's good to know that you don't need to do that, but now I got another question. Just so I know, because we're gonna have to deal with this throughout this course. So, one more question. Why is is error here the return type? How do you... Yeah, I don't understand that either. What if you want like an int or a string or how do you like... Or you have to check error for the type? Is that how... It is a type. Bitch, but you just said... Yes, error is indeed the return type in that method. Why wouldn't you just do this? And then it's an error if you don't fucking get an int back. Multiple return types? Dude, yeah. In Go, you specify the return type of a function or method immediately after. Yeah, in every other fucking language. That's not what I'm upset about, brother. If you want to return a different data type or multiple data types, you simply list them after the parameters. Here are a few examples to illustrate different return types. Okay, we'll just see what he says, because I could disagree with that structure all day. It just seems odd to me, but the man created components, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. So we're doing the stop function thing here. Funct. Println. Funct println. Stopping. Stopping. Okay. Context. CTX. Is that what that means? Oh, that's just that could be anything. Okay. Context. Cancel. Auto assign. Oh, here's context. Dot. With timeout. Func parent context. Context. With timeout. Context. Background. What? Canceling this context releases resources associated with it. Canceling this context releases resources. So code should cancel as soon as the operation is running in this context complete. Oh, that's cool. That, okay. Winning me back, brother. All right, that's smart. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, that is... Okay, it's just the argument. Func, slow operation with timeout. CTX, type context. Return, result, and error. So, okay, hold on, let me not get ahead of myself. Context. Oh, so context is equal to this. Cancel. After 100 milliseconds. If you don't get that response, maybe defer, cancel. Releases resources if slow operation completes before. Defer, cancel. Defer meaning throw it to the end of the scope. So, okay, so it doesn't actually run here. It would run after the return. But why not just call cancel last? Maybe you don't want to do that? I don't know. Return slow operation context, which again is fucking mind bend, dude. Good grief. Okay, so just keep going. Background. background. And then 30 times. What are we doing? Milliseconds? Seconds. Oh, that's a long one. All right. Set on seconds. Okay. 30-second. Defer. Cancel. Defer, cancel. I watched some interview on let me show you how this real quick. If you got a hankering for some good podcasting and you haven't somehow seen this yet, she is so attractive. On Reddit, I got the creator, not on purpose. I was asking a legitimate question and people got all fucking butthurt. But I got this guy, Jose Valim himself, creator of Elixir, after me on Reddit for fucking questioning the motives of adding, trying to add shoehorn. I called it shoehorning. That's what it's fucking doing. Let's be honest. Trying to shoehorn a type system into Elixir, which is already gradually typed. It's not fucking gradually. It's not. It's a dynamic language. Just call it what it is. Boy, they got butthurt. They got so fucking butthurt. Oh my gosh. Anyway. All I said was, why wouldn't you just use Gleam? Gleam's badass, brother. I was like, y'all let this man Louis build this language. Y'all saw what he was doing. Nobody wanted to throw in with him. Suddenly he gets some backing. Now it's like, oh yeah, we love Gleam. Once he's getting a little closer to 1.0, and now fucking Jose's over there sweating, brother. I just said the truth, and they got all fucking pissed off. Whatever. No skin off my back. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. Where was the... Oh yeah, developer voices. Yeah, so this is easily the best podcast you're gonna find. The host is awesome, and they actually dig into some pretty technical things. He has a good variety of guests too. He's had the Zig guy, the Elixir guy, he's had the OCaml guy, like basically any language. The Odin guy was on there. What's his name? Red-headed Bob or whatever. Odin's awesome, but it's too low level for me. I wasn't ready for it last time I tried it. Maybe we'll do that next, but yeah, check out Developer Voices. It's awesome. All right, so contacts and defer, cancel, if error, s.server, shut down, gracefully shuts down the server without interrupting any active connections. How does that work? Works by first closing all open listeners, then closing all idle connections. Oh, okay. And then waiting indefinitely for connections to return to idle and then shut down. Why would you call it that then? I don't know, when I hit shut down on the server, it don't wait for nothing. Shutdown returns the context error. Otherwise, it returns any error returned from closing the server's underlying listeners. Well, that's handy. When shutdown is called, serve, listen and serve, and listen and serve TLS immediately return server closed. Make sure the program doesn't exit and waits instead for shutdown to return. Shutdown does not attempt to close nor wait for hijack connections such as WebSockets. What? The caller of shutdown should separately notify such long-lived connections of shutdown and wait for them to close if desired. Yeah, this is like getting pretty networky, brother. I don't know about all that. So, I was deep into that world for a while. It's pretty fun on the Kali Linux stuff. But I mean, it's so esoteric, like you forget, or at least I did. I did it for like maybe 3 months. It was fun, but I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know how you, like, where to go after that if you're not actually trying to like be an ethical hacker or a real hacker, you know? So it's kind of a dead end. At least for me it was. But it was cool. Kali Linux is cool. That's still, to this day, Kali Linux on Windows if you use WSL. Like I'm SSH'd into my Linux box right now. Like just a straight up box, because WSL is cool. I think it's totally viable. But there, every now and again, you'll run into some weird stuff where I just found it'd be easier if I just have like an actual machine. But still, like Kali Linux WSL, if you go and install it, it comes with the best out of the box Z shell experience ever. It's just cool as shit, and it has like this. I've not been able to find it anywhere else. I'm sure I could if I tried to look, but like this thing right here, LK, it gives me this little file tree walker thing. Like if I hit backspace, I can just go up a directory. Like this is on my desktop. If I hit it again, now I'm on my desktop. It's super cool. And then you hit enter to drill down and open the file. What did I do? Oh gosh. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that is cool. But the Kali Linux thing was even cooler, and I don't know what package it was to this day. It had like a little file walker like that. That's just some Go package I found called walk. If you want to install it, brew install walk. And then you just make the alias LK in your profile. But yeah, the thing on Kali Linux, I still don't know what it was, but it gave you like these little directory paths like this, like right underneath your shell. And it would show like the directory right there in the command line, like inline. It was so sick, and I don't know what package it was, but it's really cool. Anyway, defer, cancel. Yeah, we did something. If error, shut down context. Bitch. Error server. Lost my spot. Oh yeah, shut down context. Okay, break. So I guess this part is I kind of know what it's doing. So is this like a if else? Is that what we're looking at? Return. Get the tone. Error F, huh? What is that, format? Oh, okay, yeah, error. Format the string. That's cool. That's handy. Error stopping. Oops. Might have missed a message there, guy. What do you want? Roadmap for BI implementation. Need the format first. MF roadmap for BI implementation. Yeah, it's helpful, dude. Thanks. Error stopping server. You know, I can't stand when people that are in charge just fucking tell somebody to do it. Don't throw it in a group. and then just say, we need to get this done. I hate that shit. If you're a manager, when I was a manager, you know, if anything, and I got a couple complaints because I would get in people's ass, but to me, that's better than fucking this bullshit where you're just like, come on, guys, we gotta, we. Who's we, motherfucker? Who do you want to do it? Just fucking at the person. Like, I really don't understand that. That's not fucking leadership, man. Pick somebody and tell them to fucking do it. That's the whole point of your job. Just fucking tell somebody to do it. The hell are you talking about? Ay. I'm like Dwight, you know, I don't mind taking orders, but it's gotta be from a strong leader, not this fucking curmudgeon. Wasting my time. Okay, anyway. Where were we, brother? Where I was bitching. Return nil. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so stop the server. So let's break this down because there's a couple of... Now we at least know what we're looking at now. So this right here, specifically, line 65 is in Golang. This is a method and not a function. So that's the distinction, apparently. And I'm not trying to be all sarcastic. I'm just seriously, and that's fine. It looks weird. I don't necessarily like that I don't like distinctions made based off the shape of something. Like I guess I'm a Swiftie. I would have just preferred another keyword, honestly. Who cares about how many fucking keywords? Like, if that's the angle, like, yeah, brother, let's keep it below 30 and call ourselves simple. But I'm not saying they're trying to do that, but to me, it's not worth, quote unquote, keeping the language small if this is the trade-off. I don't like that. It's not a good trade-off to me, but whatever. But still, yeah, so this is a method, not a function. Well, it's a method first and foremost, although all methods are functions, but not all functions are methods. How about that? And so I don't have a question about that necessarily, but this is my question. So I wanted to understand here, actually two things. So let's just take the whole thing again and ask our buddy in Golang. Or not in Golang, and this is Go code. Please explain the line starting with, and also why defer is used, and why we would not. I kind of get why, but I want to hear it because I'm probably wrong. Why we would not just call cancel at the end of the scope. I.e., without the keyword defer. In this go method, there are a few points to understand. TTX cancel. This line creates a context with a timeout of 30 seconds. Yes. Which is used to control the duration allowed for S server shutdown context to complete. Okay. The context with timeout function returns both the context and a cancel function. The context with timeout. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so hoya 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 hoya. Chaka chaka cha cha cha. Oh right. Okay, so context cancel returns both the context and a cancel. The cancel function is used to release resources associated with the context once the operation using it is complete. The cancel function is used to release resources. Okay, yeah. All right. He did at me, so I take back what I said. he went back and made an edit, so good for him. Good for you, Joe, brother. Good for you, man. All right, so let's see. Defer cancel schedules the cancel function to be called. I really just wanted to answer to the if else thing. Like why not just call? No, not that. Why defer? No. This line creates a context. Just use control the duration. The context with timeout. Returns both. Boom pow. Boom boom pow. Accept your challenge, bitch. Yeah, but how is it? Why do it like this? Please explain though. Explain the mapping of what is happening and how do I interpret this semantically. Context, comma, cancel. I mean, I know it's creating a variable and assigning it all in one stroke. That's fine, but what is the, how do you do that with two of them? Is that the break here? Involves two main actions, which create and initialize both the contexts. It just seems like it's the name. Like, why context, error? Like, why the redundancy? I think it just kind of numbs my brain a little bit. Context, error, mux. Like, context and cancel function. Here's how to interpret it. So it's just creating that's creating a function. Without a func keyword, brother. Wait. context with timeout. Oh, because you're assigning it to a function. Fuck. Is a function that returns two values, context, a new context that inherits from context.background, but has a timeout. Okay, so that's... Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. It broke across the line. Let me, Okay, that's better. All right. I'll say, well, it looks even worse. Okay. Involves two main actions. It creates and initializes both context. So CTX is context. Makes sense, but also I hate it. And cancel, the cancel function. Here's how to interpret it. So first of all, you can just do that. And we just have to know that. So it's another thing to just know. You might be called on to create a function without the function keyword. I didn't know that was a thing. The syntax, CTX, comma, cancel, assign, yeah, means both values returned by context with timeout are assigned to context and cancel, respectively. Respectively. In a single line. Okay, so it means both values. Okay, brilliant. Means both values returned by context with timeout are assigned to context and cancel, respectively. All right. What context represents? The context is a wait, but both values returned by that context with timeout. Wait, so they're both getting the same assignment of values? I thought, okay, yeah, I'm glad I asked him because I thought it was like splitting it or something. Like, hey, you go here, you go here. Like it returns this, but you know, a quarter of it goes here, the other half y'all go to context, whatever. But apparently not. What cancel represents? Cancel is a function, not a direct property of the context itself, which you can call to signal an early termination of context. Just creating shit out of thin air. Semantically, cancel gives you manual control over the yes, I get that. I get that part. You can call cancel at any time. Okay. Well, not at any time. Anytime after you create it from your ass. Semantics of context cancel is essentially a pair where context encapsulates the scope and timeout, allowing functions using it to check whether they should continue processing. Cancel is an escape hatch. This pattern is common in Go for managing timeouts and cancellations in concurrent operations where both the context and cancel functions are returned together as a set. Where, I guess these are coming, okay, so these must be part of, where is that coming from? How can you just create them out of thin air, really? What is that? Or part of server, yeah, maybe that. It's fucking with my brain. The pattern's coming. Where? How can a function created where is coming from? What kind of devil magic is this, brother? Oh, you just like renaming it. Oh. And it doesn't create context and cancel directly. It goes func keyword. Instead, it returns 2 values when it is called. Okay. And we already have. Okay. So it. Okay. It's coming from the context package. Okay. Well, okay, that makes sense. So it's context? Or maybe you can't do that in Go. I don't know. You can't fully qualify stuff. Well, they do it here. So I guess these are just. Okay, I'll ask it. Sign mode destructuring. Understanding. Context with timeout is a built-in function from Go's context package. When you call that function, it returns a new context object with a timeout. Okay, so it is coming from it's producing that. And a cancel function. Okay, well, brother, that's all you gotta say, brother. All right, so if I do is it Alt D? Alt D. Oh yeah, here. Okay, we're here. Yeah. Okay, so up in here there is okay. How do I do the next? What's the next? Oh, enter. Oh, okay, cool. All right, value. So, there you are. There you are. Background and to do type empty context struct empty. I don't know what I'm looking at. Empty and. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay. That's good enough. At least it's coming from that package. At least that makes some sense to me. And cancel. So shouldn't this be a... Okay, there it is. Defer cancel releases resource. That's the one. Cancel func. I get, maybe I just don't really get it yet, but like why don't I see that anywhere in the actual syntax? Like just the word cancel, like not in a comment. I just feel like that should be like, where's it at? Or are you defining it? Is there some kind of casting going on, like as, or like how does it know? How does it just know that that's what cancel is? Or does it? Yeah, we can just, because everything is like with cancel func, but you can't just like, oh, there. Okay, here we go. C.cancel. Okay, so where are you at? Maybe it's coming from yet another. We're still in context. Cancel context. Okay, so it's here. Where are we? Line 536 of the context. So it is, okay, so it's in here. I just didn't see it the first time. And this is just a normal, no, it's not. It's a method. I don't like that. I really don't like that. C. So this is the receiver then. C is the receiver, and then in the function body somewhere. Okay, there it is right there. C. Man, goddamn. I am just salty about it. I'm not sure why. I'll get over it. We are going to finish this. It's really fucking with me right now. Now, I need to get ready for a 4 p.m. meeting. So, we're going to call it there, folks. But nothing will happen. Actually, let me push what I got. But yeah, nothing will happen off stream in terms of this project. So this will be episode 1. Episode 2 will pick up right where we are leaving off. Slap. And hell yeah, brother. All right. So that's the public repo. If you missed that earlier, you can go nab it, and we'll pick up from here. And drop a sub, all that shit. Don't forget to hydrate. I'll see you guys tonight for the Halo stream. Okay, bye.